Back here at Media Day at the University at Albany, Richard Barron, the head coach of the University of Maine women's basketball team, joining us now, getting ready for year number 2. What's the most important thing you learned from year number 1 in Orono?
Well, there was a lot to learn. I mean, it was fun getting back in that first chair again, and so I had to, get reacclimated to being the head coach after 4 years of being an assistant, and so I think that was probably the biggest transition. We made a lot of improvements programmatically over the year, a lot of things that were off the court. I think we did a lot of good work in the community, and we made some improvements on the court as well, doubled our win total from the year previous. But the biggest impact we probably made was in the recruiting, bringing in 9 new kids.
All right, so let's talk about that a little bit. 9 freshmen, this is your first recruiting class. What type of players were you looking for to kind of continue to turn around here at the University of Maine?
Well, first of all, we really want to build on the tradition of Maine women's basketball. Obviously, the most American East championships of any program, and I believe men or women. And there's just such great tradition, such great loyalty with our fan base there. Women's basketball is really, really important on our campus. So I think we wanted to find people who wanted to embrace that challenge and try to live up to that legacy. And I like versatile players. I like, obviously everybody likes athletic players too, but I'm really big on skill players and playing a team game. And so, we found that, I think, in the kids that we've brought in. Our 4 returners have come back in great shape and are really doing a good job leading. And so I think it'll be a fun year. And it's also a team that, I think will grow not only this year throughout the season, but over the next couple of years. So this nucleus, we have 1 senior. So this nucleus is going to be together for a long time.
One of those kind of teams that you'll look at maybe at the beginning of the season, and by the end of the season they'll be a completely different team with the experiences they go through.
I think so. I mean, I think we're very careful about what we're putting in right now, what we're trying to implement, and have a strategy for the entire year. So you just can't get it with that many new kids, 9 new kids. You can't teach them everything before the first game. We know that, but what we do teach, we want to be good at when we get started. And so I'm really looking forward to this coming week when we start to get into exhibition games and scrimmages and things like that against other competitions, so we can kind of have the first measuring stick of the progress we've made over the first few weeks of practice.
And that measuring stick for the first game is a yardstick, because you're playing Auburn on November 9th, right?
Right. Yeah, our schedule is really tough. We have Auburn and then potentially NC State. We have Syracuse following that. Then we go to Minnesota and play UNLV in Minnesota's tournament, and potentially then Minnesota or Ohio in the next game. We have 2 games with VCU, a very good a Colonial Athletic Association conference team. James Madison, Florida Gulf Coast was 29-3. James Madison was a 28 RPI last year. Those are both road games. Game at Towson, game at Siena, a game at Bryant.
You're going to lose your hair again.
Yeah.
Last time it was shaved off, but now it's going to be
it might not be by choice. So, I mean, we're going to come out of that non-conference season battle-tested. And I think we'll learn a lot about the character of this team through that non-conference schedule, and I think we'll be better for it in the end.
Best of luck to you starting November 9th.
Hey, thank you so much.
Richard Barron, head coach of the University of Maine here at UAlbany.